Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, and Luigi Man 64D. Alright, in the last episode, what we did was, we did some little bit searching about me and about the crime scene over here. I'm gonna look into this safe here. Ew, think about it. That guy was lying here all night. Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about those fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe at the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in there, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone that knows how to open the safe is airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, and that is... almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Rhonda Light. What? Rhonda Light? He was a security chief? Huh? Oh, so he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we get it. Huh. So, okay, so Rhonda Light knew how to open the security, the big ol' safe. That's not good for us. What's this? This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was open? We opened it? I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... the victim... he was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? So no, I don't think that's serious. Alright, so let's see what we got so far. As far as new evidence goes, we got the CEO office buzzer, which has no fingerprints on it because it wasn't used. We have Kane's list right here, involving all of those different treasures. Okay, that was stolen from Master Mask. And here's the autopsy report. Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Okay. And I think that's about all I'm gonna get here. So let's go over into the security room, because there was a security guard. Actually, I want to see if I did everything I could. Let's see what else. I think there was something else I could do. Oh right, this newspaper clipping. I forgot. We should go talk to this officer that was there. And I think we know who it'll be. Oh hey, we know that coat. Wow. This is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. KB security guard. Oh, I just remembered. Larry might be. Hey Nick, what's up? So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? You got my sweet little Maya with you too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone, and walks an angel. I got no problems for a play date. Daytime date though, it's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating for the Bullard murder case. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Oh? Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with the sweet little Maya, but Nick here is a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was just then and this is now. Oh, come on. Fine, then I'll ignore you. What's this? That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady. There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know. Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. Okay. Oh, hey. That doesn't look safe. Hey, Larry, there's your jacket, isn't it? That's right! did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure. I was told to never touch that lever, so she scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, greenhorn? So why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls down the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen, huh? That's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. We really shouldn't... Oh gosh, he's so hopeless. What is this? Something is written on this poster in the fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, that sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. 4, salute thy superior. 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed Wendy Oldback, head supervisor. Oh, not her again. Oh no, we remember her. Cross her and you'll come face to face with a real, genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Ooh, now I can relax too. Let's check out here. Those screens show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. It's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how did you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright? Sure, yes. That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating. Look at all this equipment. It must be really hard to operate. No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual here somewhere in the room. Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency? Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork. Even Maya and Pearls would run this place better. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what what it sounds like. Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they? Did you say, Hey, man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something. Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? I could do a better job than this guy. Alright. I'm done. Let's just talk. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard. I'm a pro. I can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kid has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, just tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Rondelight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Rondelight was fired. And then there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know it's a small company, but I think that's pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you. Besides, he's married. So, security guard. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on the monitors. All the time. Monitors? There's security cameras set up in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either. If that's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. What about the night of the crime? You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Well, why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it's part-time and you're dumb, you're still in charge of the security here. Hey, give me a break! Don't try to pin the whole thing on me! Stop fair, Nick! Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is, you were here that night, right? What? Huh? Oh no, I knew something smelled bad. And it was the butts after all. Well, like I always say, that was then and this is now, okay? Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to break his psyche lock after all. Okay, there's 2 psyche locks. That's not a psyche lock to add. Okay, I have a question about this. Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at. Hey Nick, I told you I'm a pro. You don't interrupt a pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright? Oh, is that right? Oh! Naturally I've got time for you though, Maya. We're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more info out of him, huh? Alright, let's give it a shot. I don't think I have enough, but let's see. On the night of the crime, you were working hard like you were supposed to? What? Of course I was! Why would I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work yesterday just to see Miss Delight? But that was... This is... Do you have any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never! Never! I didn't sneak out! I tell you what, I even bet you $1! $1? Wow! Now that's confidence! What is that dressed in rain puppy look? What's dressed in the rain puppy look on your face? Did you have evidence that I lost my position or you were pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning a station when the murder happened. That would be the only evidence he gave me. This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time is it when you found that wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of the company building. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer was snuck in before the 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was just the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of the doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Because that was his time of death. Boy, you really had me scared. I've never seen anyone look so relieved in my whole life. That little lamb. What's up with that little lamb that can't get to sleep look on your face? Okay, that didn't work because I'm gonna have to rattle his cage a little bit. Proof that he snuck in before. That! Larry, when you use this card key, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That keycard data was already made public by the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door of the CEO's office was opened by this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this card to get to the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh, Larry, you can't duck out of your responsibility this time. Oh, no! Come on, man up. Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? Yeah, my daughter called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went and see her and she's standing right next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend, like some horrible joke. Before I knew it was just going on, my guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one who does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? I doubt that. Yeah. So that's that why you left the security guard office. Well, that's typical of Larry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I make it up for it, Nick? What can I do? He curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything! Just name it! I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry. Hey, Nick. As long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Okay, we got something. This! I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that. What is it, Nick? It's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant. Okay. So he doesn't know anything about that article. How about this button? The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right! Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Uh-huh. Go ahead, Maya. Place the buzzer to your heart. I promise you'll come running to the rescue, just like the professional guard I am. Wow. That was pretty good. Thanks. I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay. I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Awesome. So we got one thing out of him. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-to-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? That must have been a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry can make a mistake like that. What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! What? But how? That can't be! It's impossible! Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, I went off just once. In the morning, at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible! It can't be! Oh gosh, that's not good. Okay. Well, you're sweating bullets. You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know? Well, what are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info about the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects on it as much as a piece of black carpeting. Okay, and you have nothing to do. You don't know anything about this clipping. Although, yep, that. Okay, it's not Larry, but I know who that is. Let's see. The first heist of Damask. Okay, I know that. Got it. Do you know anything about this? Nope. That's a big 0. Do you know anything about... He wouldn't know anything about anything else. I think I'm done here. Thanks, Larry. Hello, sir. I think we're done with you. Let's go to the main exhibition hall. Because I want to talk to... Actually, I want to go talk to our little friend at the detention center. I already told you, it's not me! Sad, pitiful whine, the tappers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, we don't even have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, and now they got a murder case in their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other places, Nick. I can think of one place to go. In fact, it's the same place I wanted to go earlier. Let's go deal with that other psyche lock in the basement. Hello. Ah, yes, that's about that sacred urn. I have a few things to discuss. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn was submitted at the trial and was genuine? Yes! Because he mentioned a speckled urn. Well, Miss Andrews? Not that button. See? Look, it was the fake after all. Huh? I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected. Oops, I guess this isn't going to help me much. Alright, so have I convinced you? Or do you have any evidence that it was genuine? I guess I really don't have anything. Okay, I'll think about that a little more. I just realized I forgot to ask a few things. With that, I need to go back to the CEO's office. So tell me more about Kim Bullard. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bullard. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bullard, pal. Oh yeah, the victim in this case doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up till Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and the body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now's our chance to get more info about the victims. Hurry up and ask. Alright. While he's busy being oddly helpful, let's talk. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KP Security, right? What kind of company is it, anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets during this kind of work. Oh, and? And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really? Me too! I just love money. Can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting into my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I think I need to be a shifter. Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KP Security used to head security operations against Master Mask. What? Really? Yeah. After messing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Interesting. I wonder if that's enough to trigger it. Anything new here? Nope. Looks like there's nothing new, so let's go see if he's available. I just realized that I didn't even know anything about the guy. Ah! Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight! Did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but... Please don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to the cave security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, King Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight. Am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Well, we finally got him where we can talk to him. About Master Mask? Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Master Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight, at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one that stole the urn. Of course not. After all, we were at KV Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme. I know the mask fits, but oh well. Night of crime. So that night, you didn't go to the Lordly Taylor. You went to KV Security, right? Yes, I went to KV Security at the time this blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Not that button. Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was still no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door. That probably was when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? They suddenly bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Cain Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right in front of me. I thought I would die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something about the body. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. Really? I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set the security cameras in the building, so I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick. All of a sudden, Mr. Delight sounds kinda like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Okay, why were you fired, by the way? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KV Security? How did you know? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Oh, thank goodness. No, I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal. A thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief, at least. That's what I thought anyway. So he became Master Mask for Desiree, huh? Now I got some questions of my own, actually. Such as this. This list was found at the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is the list of all the things Master Mask stole! And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about that stuff because he's used to being a security guard. Okay. Key? What are you still doing with this key anyway? Didn't you return it when you left your job at Cave Security? Of course I returned it! But don't be silly. But I got it sent back to me along with the blackmail letter. With the blackmail letter? Yeah, it said, use this to enter the CEO's office. Interesting. Let's ask about that. So was this blackmail letter written by Cave Security CEO Kane Bullard? I think so, probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card. The blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security. Then no one else other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter. Interesting. Now I got a question about this. Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! What? Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. Master Mask. He must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right! I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow! Awesome! Hey, hold the phone. Regarding this photo, this is you! Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Now shake if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros can see through that in a heartbeat. Alright, so that was him. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the disguise? That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yeah, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? What are you talking about? Hurry, tell me what you mean. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. More than one? More than one? This blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity. Just like that? It's not easy being the master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up! It went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans of the mail. Plans? Oh? What are these plans you're talking about? They're instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't me. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delay is thankful to the person who was blackmailing him. I don't understand it. So Ron Delight was Master Mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned it all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the securities and all I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole in the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about that? So you went out after the sacred urn because of one of the plans, huh? Well, see, the truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Alright. Now that we've got an affidavit about this, Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? Please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, did you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course! Like, I could never... I'm not lying! All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight to his word. Missy Maya! Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearls, so what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined. And? How did we find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Whew! That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that there's paint, and that it were put on the urn recently. Why are they talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? You gotta find out how they got there. It's a big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick. You gotta find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go out and find how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Don't worry. As soon as we can. For now, I've got to go talk to someone. Someone very important who is still hiding something from me, which apparently is only reachable from my home, which is here. She's the only one hiding something from me too. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. Alright. This box. There's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box that the sacred urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it, too. It's definitely the same color as the stuff in the urn. I think I know how the paint got on it, so... Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Alright, let's take this box. And this pink paint. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left of part of it is shaped oddly. It's shockingly pink. Mr. Nick, could it be this odd shape is? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is it. Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right! Look, it matches! What is it, Mr. Nick? If this is all turning out exactly how I thought it would... Oh... I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. All that's left to do is confront it. We've got all my facts straight. This time, I'll find the truth. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn was submitted at the trial was genuine? I didn't earlier, but now I do. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Pearls went back to Crane Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovered was that the vase was broken. Again. Did you say again? Yes, actually. I did. Because look. It's the genuine urn, but there's pink splotches. There's this with pink splotches. With pink paint. Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn broke recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Well, why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Because... recently. Because just look at this box. So, Mr. Wright... Why do you think it was broken recently again? Because I just think so. Sorry, but that's not a valid explanation. The hunter has become the hunted. Well, it was. It was broken recently. Come on, you know it. I'm not willing to yield this to you on this point. Get a grip, please. Now, I'll ask you one more time, Mr. Wright. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Because. I just need you to get some... Oh, duh, stupid. This poster. It was made recently, right? Poster? The poster from the exhibit! At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says, Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo of the poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Wait. For? Even if the urn was broken, I have nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people in the photo shoot. Probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like I still haven't broken the entire singular. Do you still have any proof that the urn was broken at Lordly Taylor? Yes. This would be called the box. Well, Miss Andrews, what is that supposed to mean? This urn was this pretty little pink paint splotches on it. And there's some on this box the urn was stored in too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to have been exactly the same, wouldn't you say? So? What does that prove? That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far? Yes. The rest of this story is obvious. The box was dropped right in Lordly Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here too. So can you prove that? Can you prove the box was dropped here in the basement warehouse? Yes, because there's paint. I think you already know what I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. There's pink paint splatters on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted on this part of the paint stain, am I right? Yes. If you put this box into the impression of the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means the box was dropped right here. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Yeah, it's not a full heal, but that's still good. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Or does that make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher? I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand. Is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. Just carrying it in the box. When I tripped on the paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed in the ground. I heard a terrible noise and thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box when it happened. Oh. Broken pieces of the urn fell in the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock. I let out a huge scream. Huh. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew I was the most important treasure of all the Crane Village. So I tried hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when I am got changed to Ami. I didn't know how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it would assume it said Ami. Any sane person? Really? Oh, Pearls, you don't know how to read, it's fine. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn in the storeroom and no one has seen it ever since. Okay. But, something that I don't get. When we first came here, we didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Ami face statue. Ah! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night the sacred urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor in the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive at the mountain training hall. And? I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. When is it, Pearls? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At the time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Would it have been... Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft... Sorry. The statue was definitely closer to the door. And then the next day, it was moved. But why? It looks like there's some connection between Sacred Urn and the murder case. Well, why? What do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief run to light was at the KB security. So then why did another Master Mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact? The murder trial is starting tomorrow. It looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. I can see exactly how this case will end. Alright. This is it. This is Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations on Luigi's Van 64D. Let's get this trial to a speedy end.